Muzalendo Podcast. You're welcome. Mimi naitwa Jumoja Muzalendo wa Afrika Mashariki. I tell stories from around Africa Mashariki and the region. Today, I want to compare the Tanzania political system and the Kenya's political system. Of recent, I hear many Kenyans saying we are more democratic than Tanzania. But today, I want to explain to you why I prefer the Tanzania's political system compared to the Kenya's. Tanzania, they are ruled more by a meritocracy. What's a meritocracy? Is where a person is voted as president because of their ability, not because of their tribe or ethnicity. In Kenya, where many people are calling themselves the best democracy, a person is voted more because of their ethnicity or tribe, not their ability. That's why you see Tanzania as had presidents or are admired than in Kenya. Presidents who are celebrated in Tanzania for their service, not because of their money, because of their wealth. People like Kambarage Julius Nyerere the Great is more remembered for his service, not because of his riches. On the other hand, Kenya, their founding father, Jomo Kenyatta, is not celebrated because of his service. Is celebrated because of his riches and the land he owns. That's why Tanzania's meritocracy has produced presidents like John Pombe Magufuli, a president who is celebrated around Africa for his service, not because of his riches. In Kenya, they have Ruto, a man who is celebrated more because of his wealth, not his service. Right now, Ruto is the most traveling president, and he says because of his traveling, he's going to lift Kenya's economy. On the other side, Magufuli, for example, never traveled, but he lifted Tanzania's economy. You understand? Presidents in Tanzania are celebrated because of their services, not because of their wealth. All Kenya's presidents have been celebrated because of their wealth they have. In Tanzania, they are celebrated because of their service. That's why you see in Kenya, majority presidents are way richer, wealthier than in Tanzania. Because in Tanzania, the political system takes care of the ordinary wananchi or citizens. In Kenya, the political system celebrates only the rich and the wealthy. That's why you see in Tanzania, the politicians are building transportation corridors for the poor, for every citizen, like the BRT bus station, where every person in Tanzania can afford. In Kenya, on the other hand, the politicians that are celebrated are a cartel that controls the Kenya's transportation system. They don't want a change. That's why you see Nairobi is chaotic, congested with traffic, because they are not taking care of the local wananchi. I can tell you more about this because I tell you I want to digest this and tell Kenyans your democracy, you shouldn't celebrate your democracy. Because Kenya's democracy is producing puppets of the West that they are praising like Ruto. In Tanzania, their meritocracy is producing people that are celebrated in Tanzania. In Kenya, it seems like they want to produce presidents that are celebrated by the West, not the people in the country. In Tanzania, they want to produce presidents that are celebrated in the country, not by the West. That's one of the differences. That's why you see Tanzania is on the right track. Tanzania, I'll mention it again, it reminds me more of China's political system. And Kenya reminds me more of the Indian political system. The Indian political system is a caste system where people from a different ethnicity or tribe in India can only rule that country. They don't vote a person because of their capability, but because of their ethnicity. On the other side, China, people are voted because of their capability. That's why you see China has risen above India, even if they all started at once footing. So that's the same that's going to happen in East Africa. Tanzania is going to overtake Kenya, because in Tanzania, their meritocracy, where they're choosing people because of their abilities, Tanzania's presidents are always more celebrated around Africa than Kenyan's presidents. Kenyan presidents are more celebrated in England because they work for England more than they work for people in Kenya. Asante sana, mugonga like, msubscribe na muache comment. Kwaheri.